found this 280ZX, it was almost unrecognizable. The rust had set in, the engine hadn't run for over 10 years, and the interior, well, let's just say it had seen better decades. But underneath all of that, I saw potential. So I spent my last $1,500 in my bank account at the time, and I brought it home. The 280ZX definitely has mixed opinions among car enthusiasts today, especially when it's compared to its predecessor, the 240Z. This thing is known as the ugly duckling. Of course, the keen viewer will notice that I have modeled this off the Devil Z. If you don't know what the Devil Z is, go and watch the anime. It's absolutely amazing. But basically, it's a Japanese icon. Though the mods we've done to this car are quite simple. We've got the Datsun 260Z seats. We've got the Nardi steering wheel that I purchased from Up Garage on my first ever trip to Japan. We've got the paint matched fender flares here, but what really sets it off are these beautiful 16 by 9.5 negative 52 wheels. These wheels are custom built here in Australia, and I absolutely love them. Now, because the chassis rails on these cars sit so low underneath, I decided to put airbags in this car, and it's one of the best decisions I have ever made. But I'd say the best thing about this car is underneath the hood. So here we have the turbo L28 motor. Now this was not originally turbo. In fact, this is the original motor from this car. It was naturally aspirated, and this motor is completely untouched internally. The only thing I've ever done to this motor is change the oil and the oil filter. Once again, the keen viewer will notice that we have the turbo on the wrong side of the motor. So originally these are not a crossflow head, but with a little bit of help from Damon at GMF Fab here in Geelong, we managed to make this reach around turbo manifold. Basically, it goes from the stock exhaust manifold around under the sump and positions the turbo up on the other side of the motor. I think personally it looks a lot cleaner that way. It also keeps as much heat away from the inlet manifold. Then on the intake side, all we have is the stock intake manifold that's completely shaved, and we have a custom Raceworks fuel rail with Bosch Green Giant injectors from Raceworks. They're 440cc, and the ECU that controls the car is a Haltech Elite 550. Of course, we have our beautiful Optima battery here in the engine bay that keeps this thing starting perfectly all the time. A custom alloy radiator and a front mount intercooler that keeps this thing nice and cold. But the best thing about this motor is the sound. Honestly, this is the best sounding car that I own. It sounds absolutely insane. It's got a full custom exhaust front to back from Elijah at Lazaro Motorsports, and honestly, it's hard for me to explain just how good this car sounds. So instead of trying to convince you, let's take this thing for a drive. Originally, when I decided to turbo this car, everyone recommended I didn't do it because apparently these engines don't hold up well to boost. You have to change a lot to get them to handle boost. But me being me, I just decided to go for it anyway. There's a lot of misinformation out there on the internet, and lo and behold, this engine absolutely loves it. It's been a couple of years now that this thing has been under boost. It makes about 180 kilowatts at the moment. It's just on stock boost, and so far so good. Although that's probably because we've got the Haltech ECU, we've got good injectors, we run 98 fuel, and this thing has a pretty good tune in it. Although we do need to upgrade the tune because we slipped the clutch in the last tune right at the end. We've upgraded the clutch now, so it's time to turn the boost up for sure. But at the moment, I'm just enjoying this thing as it is. So nicely, you could easily take this on a couple of hour drive with no issue whatsoever. The 260Z seats are really comfortable. The car literally steers itself. These airbags are absolutely amazing. The Nardi steering wheel fits perfectly with this car. It's a 280mm steering wheel as well, so it's perfect old school vibes. But it's kind of crazy. These cars came out with electric windows, air conditioning, electric mirrors, all the bells and whistles basically. For a 1981 car, that is really impressive. And this thing is just so good to drive. Every time I drive it, I do not want to get out of this car. So good. I took a huge risk when I first bought this car, but I would not change anything. But sometimes you've got to take risks to make your dreams happen, and this thing is absolutely my dream car playing out in reality. And this car will be staying with me for the rest of my life, so don't even try and slide into those DMs because I'm not selling it. Well, there you have it, the story of how I built my dream car, the Datsun 280ZX, the Devil Z, the ugly duckling. Hopefully this story inspires you to go out and build your dream car, even if you start with a complete nugget like I did. Take a chance on an old, neglected, rusty car. It's a great way to get into it, especially if you don't have the funds to go out and buy a fully built car right off the bat. I hope you enjoyed those beautiful L28 turbo noises. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, comment below for your chance to win today's prize, and I'll see you in the next video where we're back working on the fake Lamborghini drift build. That thing looks absolutely insane. It's in getting color right now, and I can tell you it's just absolutely next level. Thank you guys. See you in the next video. You peace. Bye. Datsun 280ZX, insane L28 noises. Took 4 years to build, but dang, it looks good now. Bye.